So the IDC Health Insights Top 10 Predictions suggest that the next 5 years will continue to focus on the adoption of disruptive and innovative technologies, which will drive forward digital transformation at a rapid pace. And we believe that artificial intelligence will play an important role in that digital transformation. In fact, our survey suggests that, particularly of healthcare organizations, that 24% of providers and 16% of payers already see that artificial intelligence is a key part of their digital transformation strategy. And we anticipate that as artificial intelligence technologies, including machine learning and natural language processing, advance and become more embedded in healthcare IT solutions, that AI will continue to play a more pivotal role in transforming healthcare and life science organizations. So one of the projects that we do on an annual basis is to gather the worldwide healthcare analysts. In fact, we do this process across the entire IDC organization, but my group comes together in the June-July timeframe, and we spend about 4 months really hashing through what we think the best top 10 predictions will be for the upcoming 5 years. We really do this on a 5-year time horizon, and as we collect our best ideas, we formulate the predictions, and then we develop our top 10 predictions report. So you're just seeing really the tip of the iceberg here in our presentation today, where I'll highlight 3 of the predictions that involve AI directly. But the objective of this research, as you can see here, is that we really want to provide a clear understanding of future trends and their impacts, and help healthcare organizations and life science organizations understand what it is that they need to do to respond to this fast-moving environment that they're currently experiencing. The technology is moving so quickly, and the expectation by consumers with the consumerization of technology is really requiring that organizations be much more nimble, much more agile, have agile infrastructure actually to support that fast-paced business environment. And so part of this process is then we provide these prescriptive, actionable recommendations to help our clients, both from an end-user perspective and particularly from an end-user perspective as they're making investments to use these technologies, but also to work with our vendor clients so they can understand what the demand looks like and what they need to be supplying and how they need to be involved in interacting with their clients. So one of the first sets of activities is actually from an IDC perspective, is that a group of senior managers, a group of senior thought leaders in the organization come together and identify 12 top drivers that really is going to be the foundation for IDC's research across the organization. So all manner of technologies will tap into these different drivers. And so we have selected 7 drivers as part of the foundation for our research, and the 5 that I have highlighted here are those that are really most interrelated with the predictions that I'm highlighting and really are driving that whole need for artificial intelligence. So you see, we start with, that next chapter of digital transformation, and again, back to this rapid change in business models and care delivery models, in processes, how we interact with colleagues and consumers and patients are really all brought about by digital transformation. And thus there are going to be new requirements for organizations if they are going to thrive. And so we see that real drive to the race to innovate as a result of that, and that ability to be agile and to be able to quickly change to meet market demands and being able to respond at a market pace. It's going to be all about the need for speed and scale of innovation. Next up, we see sense, compute, and actuate. This is all the Internet of Things, the Internet of Medical Things. And healthcare and life science organizations are turning to streaming data from sensors into information, to take that information and then be able to apply analytics to then turn that information into insights to improve decision making. And this is essentially creating that intelligence at the core. And this is a lot of what artificial intelligence is going to be based on, this ability to take all of this data, turn it into information, and then into insights, again, through the use of sensing devices and the Internet of Things. And of course, as more information becomes electronic, and particularly more sensitive health and business information, is becoming more widespread and shared across the enterprise and the healthcare ecosystem, there's going to be an increased need to look at cybersecurity and being able to create that sense of digital trust is going to become an imperative. And then lastly, we see emerging autonomy. And this is really that fusion that Jeff talked about at the beginning of technologies and humans, and that this impact that artificial intelligence will have on society.